So are you willing to pay more to fix traffic and the road problems in our state? Well, when your ballot arrives in the mail this week, you're going to see two proposed solutions, one that will hike taxes, ones that will not.
And tonight, Denver 7 reporter Jace Larson is looking at both Proposition 110 and 109 to help you decide by going 360 on which is best to drive Colorado forward.
Okay, here are the two plans. You've got Prop 109, known as Fix Our Damn Roads. That doesn't raise sales tax 1 penny and forces the state to spend $2 billion on transportation. Well, then you've got Prop 110. That'll raise $18 billion for transportation and does require a 0.62% sales tax hike. Here's what it means for your family. Let's say when you buy that new $25 cell phone case, you'll spend an extra 16 cents on this. And when it's time to buy a new cell phone for $700, it'll cost you about $4.30 more. When you go to buy a $20,000 new car, that'll cost you about $124. Supporters of both plans say we gotta do something.
So this is our day-to-day routine here.
Master plumber Steve Bowen has been loading up each day for 2 decades.
There's days where we drive over 200 miles a day.
He's seen traffic go from the occasional nuisance to a constant battle.
There used to be certain times of the day that were better to travel across town. Now it's nonstop.
His view might not be that different from yours. It's time to do something. He says he wants to make it home for dinner on time.
We may have been done by 5 o'clock and we're working until 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. And some of that is due to traffic.
Plumline's business owner Bob Logan remembers when he told his friends that he's in favor of the tax hike.
A little bit surprised because typically I'm not a big fan of taxes.
Bob says our traffic problem not only costs his crews time, but it costs him money. Jackie Millay is Lone Tree's mayor.
It's very difficult to stand up in front of people and quite honestly say, I think we need to raise a tax. I came to this very reluctantly.
Here is why she likes 110. 45% of the tax increase goes to state road projects, like having at least 3 lanes on I-25 from Fort Collins all the way to Colorado Springs. And there's more than 100 other projects across the state. But cities and counties get 40% of the cash to spend on their own transportation needs. The rest goes to mass transit, bike lanes, sidewalks, and walking paths.
The gas tax has not been increased for a quarter of a century. I don't know any business that could exist on revenues that are over almost 3 decades old.
There's no accountability or idea what we're going to get. There's no legal guarantee.
Enter the point of view of John Caldera. He's that cranky libertarian in town. And those are his words, by the way, not mine. He runs a conservative think tank. He says you're going to like his plan better. Prop 109 is a much smaller fix with no tax increase, and it spells out just exactly what the money would be used for.
What Fix Our Damn Road says, wait a second, now that we have so much in surplus, now that for the foreseeable future our baseline goes up $1.3 billion to the state, use a small portion of that to get roads built now. Not in 20 years, now.
Here's the problem critics have. It's only going to fix some state roads, and there's more need than money. Does it do enough?
Absolutely, it does not do enough.
The solution, he says, get local cities and counties to pass their own tax increase to pay for their own projects. But what if they don't?
And it doesn't do me any good to have a great system in Lone Tree if people head east a few miles and hit Parker and come to a screeching halt, or head north to Centennial and come to a screeching halt. This is a system that works best together.
There's no funding written into John's plan, so if state surplus money dries up, cuts would have to be made elsewhere to pay for it. In the end, for supporters of Prop 109, they say it's a step in the right direction for state highways only and doesn't come with any additional taxes. But for 110 supporters, it's a bold solution to finally tackle our traffic problem, but it will cost you more money. In Denver, Jace Larson, Denver 7.
So maybe you're wondering this, what if both pass? Well, CDOT says if both these pass, then it largely would be up to the courts to iron out the differences in those spending plans.
All right.